Hello, everyone. In this video, I will review the top 10 best movies. Number 1, Prisoners, is a really good mystery movie about two little girls who disappear. A detective played by Jake Gyllenhaal tries to find them. When the person they first thought did it, Paul Dano, is set free, one of the girls' dads, Hugh Jackman, decides to take matters into his own hands. I was excited to watch Prisoners because I thought it would be a great film, and it was, but it was also different from what I expected. Many thrillers these days are full of action and don't spend much time on emotions and talking. Prisoners is not like that. It's a long movie, lasting 153 minutes, and it takes its time to tell the story. There are many quiet moments where you see the characters struggling with their feelings because they don't know where the girls are. The best part of the movie is the acting. Hugh Jackman gives an amazing performance. He plays a dad who is not like the usual loving dads you see in movies. He's pretty scary from the beginning, and he gets even scarier as the movie goes on. While you can understand why he's so upset, you can't support his actions, and you might even feel uncomfortable about his choices. But Jackman's acting makes you believe he's a man filled with anger and sadness who doesn't know how to handle it. His anger feels real, like you're watching a dad whose daughter is missing. Jake Gyllenhaal also does a great job as a detective. His character faces a lot of challenges, and he shows his weaknesses and sometimes acts a bit arrogant. The other actors, like Paul Dano, Melissa Leo, Terrence Howard, Maria Bello, and Viola Davis, are also excellent. The movie gives you challenging answers, and there are times when you might not like the main characters or agree with what they're doing. But that's what makes Prisoners interesting. It makes you think about how you would react in their shoes. It's a brave movie that takes risks and encourages you to question yourself, which is not something you see often in movies. Prisoners might not be a movie you enjoy in the traditional sense because it makes you feel uneasy, but if you stick with it, it's a very satisfying experience. It's a gripping story that makes you think about justice and morality. Number 2, Wind River. Wind River is a film that combines a murder investigation with a focus on the characters and their personal stories in a very natural way. One of the things that make this movie so appealing right from the start is how it showcases the natural world around the characters. You'll see snowy landscapes with mountains in the distance, which creates a cozy feeling. It's the kind of setting that makes you want to wrap yourself in a warm blanket, listen to the sound of the wind outside, and follow Jeremy Renner as he explores the woods with his rifle. The entire story unfolds in a small town during a cold winter, and there aren't many police officers available to solve the case. So, Elizabeth Olsen's character, who works for the FBI, comes to town to help with the investigation. The story progresses in a way that feels just right. It becomes even more interesting as it reaches the middle part of the film. What really stands out are the conversations and speeches in the movie. They feel so genuine that it's hard to believe they were written in a script. While some people might think that the movie slows down or moves away from the thriller part, I found myself caring more about the personal stories of the characters. The film balances drama and suspense very well. However, there is one character who comes close to being too dramatic. This character feels like a one-dimensional villain, and it doesn't quite fit with the realistic tone of the rest of the movie. This bothered me a bit. The final part of the movie creates a lot of suspense and tension, leading to an ending that will keep you engaged and satisfied. Graham Greene, one of the actors in the film, gives a subtle and impressive performance. Both Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner deliver some of their best acting in this movie. The word that best describes this movie is realistic because it feels like you're watching real-life events unfold. My favorite parts of the movie were the scenes set in the woods. The silence and the way the white snow covers the trees add a sense of mystery and intrigue. Sometimes, a simple and mysterious setting like this is just what you need to prepare yourself for a thrilling story. Wind River is a movie you shouldn't miss. Number 3, Grave of the Fireflies. Grave of the Fireflies stands out as one of the most ambitious and impactful films I've ever seen. It nearly brought me to tears with its brave exploration of critical subject matter. While it falls under the anime genre, what's surprising is that it was released in 1988, a time when most Japanese animated films were known for relentless violence or explicit content, if not both. Despite being a fan of anime films, I've noticed that many great pieces achieve cult status in America without breaking into mainstream success. Some exceptions, like Akira, Princess Mononoke, and Spirited Away, have gained acceptance among American critics. However, one gem that's often overlooked is Grave of the Fireflies. The film tells a poignant tale of lost innocence, following two children struggling to survive in a small Japanese village during the final days of World War II. Set against the backdrop of the costliest conflict in history, with millions dead and countless lives shattered, the two siblings face abandonment after their mother is killed in a bombing raid. With their father away at war and no way to contact other family, they are sent to live with an initially welcoming aunt who turns cruel, forcing them to seek refuge in a nearby bomb shelter. Their journey becomes as harsh as the grim realities of the world around them. Easily ranking among the best anime films and animated films in general, Grave of the Fireflies remains surprisingly overlooked. The animation, while not modern, retains its beauty and relevance. The film effectively captures the dread experienced by the lead characters as they witness their world crumbling, surrounded by ashes, with ominous aircraft dropping deadly cargo on their village. Director Isao Takahata, harboring a special resentment for war, skillfully avoids outright condemnation, letting the audience focus on the conflict through the eyes of the two children. The film serves as a bold statement on the human soul during times of conflict. I might be going out on a limb here, but I'd call this the Schindler's List of animated pieces. It's brave, avoids excessive sentimentality, and unrelentingly portrays a harsh reality. Grave of the Fireflies should be mandatory viewing in high school world history classes. A beautiful and not-to-be-missed film for everyone. Number 4. BlackBerry. In the dynamic world of technology, few companies experience both unparalleled success and an abrupt fall from grace. Director Matt Johnson, along with co-writer Matthew Miller, takes on the intriguing rise and fall of Research in Motion, RIM, in The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne. Adapted from Jackie McNish's book, the film centers around the socially awkward co-founders, Mike Lazaridis, Jay Baruchel, and Doug Fregin, Matt Johnson, whose company reached great heights before facing a critical crossroads. The narrative kicks off in 1996 as Mike and Doug present their revolutionary handheld email device, PocketLink. Unfamiliar with the nuances of the business world, the duo faces a dismissive executive who urges them to find a better name. Enter Jim Balsillie, Glenn Howerton, an assertive and dynamic character who not only rescues the product but reshapes the company's destiny. The film captures the contrast between the nerdy genius of Mike, portrayed by the mousy yet brilliant Jay Baruchel, and the energetic and forceful Balsillie, played convincingly by Glenn Howerton. The arrival of Balsillie injects a new dynamic into the company, propelling BlackBerry to unprecedented levels of success. The narrative incorporates humor, including a humorous, though fictional, anecdote about a shirt stain, offering an engaging and entertaining experience. Labeled as inspired by real people and real events, the film naturally takes some creative liberties. Drawing comparisons to The Social Network, it stands out for its accuracy in portraying the business side of the tech industry. The supporting cast, featuring Carrie Elwes, Saul Rubinek, Michael Ironside, Martin Donovan, Rich Sommer, and Sungwon Cho, adds depth to the storytelling. The film's focus on BlackBerry's heyday, marked by its 45% market share and the popularization of the term crackberry, gives insight into the challenges faced by the company. The introduction of the iPhone in 2007 not only shook BlackBerry, but revolutionized the tech landscape. The film acknowledges the Canadian perspective, being set in Waterloo, Ontario, and highlights Mike's aversion to Made in China, a potential contributing factor to the company's decline. The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne succeeds in offering a gripping portrayal of RIM's journey. Jay Baruchel's performance, particularly in his reaction to the new iPhone, stands out. As BlackBerry becomes a case study in business schools, the film emphasizes the need for a delicate balance between decisions catering to current markets and relentless innovation for the future in the fast-paced tech industry. Number 5. Reptile. The film had me riding a roller coaster of expectations, starting strong with an engaging first hour. The mystery unfolded seamlessly, propelled by well-paced storytelling and a dark, forbidding atmosphere. Stylish cinematography added to the allure, creating a promising setup for a gripping crime narrative. The central crime, the brutal murder of real estate agent Summer Ellswick, immediately captivates with its passion-driven brutality. The suspects, including the initially incriminated boyfriend Will Grady, played convincingly by Justin Timberlake, and the slightly unhinged ex-husband Sam Gifford, are introduced with enough depth to keep the audience invested. However, my enthusiasm began to wane in the second hour. The plot became cluttered and lost focus, delving into the intricacies of a small city police department and procedural elements. Ancillary characters meandered in and out, subplots were abandoned, and plot holes emerged. The pacing slowed to a crawl, with scenes like a tedious traffic stop contributing little to the narrative. Despite these shortcomings, Benicio del Toro shines as Detective Tom Nichols, adding a layer of mystery and intrigue to the otherwise messy plot. His portrayal of a low-key, poker-faced detective is a highlight, keeping viewers engaged even as the story loses its way. The character's modest temptations, like a better kitchen and a high-end pickup truck, provide a refreshing departure from the typical troubled TV detective archetype. A positive note is Alice Silverstone's portrayal of Detective Nichols' wife, a welcome departure from the stereotypical victimized police wives often seen in such narratives. Justin Timberlake's depiction of the dodgy, narcissistic real estate agent adds depth, especially considering the familial dynamics and the presence of a strong mother at the helm of the real estate business. The potential for a rich exploration of the characters and subplots suggests that Reptile might have fared better as a 6-part series or a more skillfully edited 90-minute film. Both formats would benefit from tighter storytelling, allowing the film to capitalize on its strengths without succumbing to the pitfalls of a cluttered and unfocused plot. Additionally, a more fitting title could enhance the film's overall appeal, perhaps something like Foreclosure or Do We Have a Deal, to capture its essence better. This movie's IMDb rating is June 9th, 10. Number 5. A Man Called Ove. A Man Called Ove 2015, a Swedish release, unfolds the tale of Ove, a 59-year-old man grappling with life's challenges. The movie opens with Ove engaged in a comical dispute over flower prices on his way to visit his late wife's grave. Soon after, he faces job loss after a 43-year career in train maintenance. With ample time on his hands, Ove navigates the small, traffic-free community where he resides. The arrival of a young family across the street, unfamiliar with the community's strict rules, adds a new dynamic. Ove, anticipating a reunion with his beloved wife Sonia in the afterlife, sets the stage for a unique narrative. Around 15 minutes into the film, it becomes apparent that the expectations set by the trailer, reminiscent of the humor in The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared, are misleading. While A Man Called Ove has its share of humorous moments, it primarily explores how one copes with life after the loss of a significant other. The movie skillfully delves into Ove and Sonia's love story through flashbacks, with the full picture revealed in the final 15 minutes. Notably, the film addresses the significance of neighbors, community, and the integration of migrants, as the young family's wife, a former Iranian refugee, is now fluent in Swedish. Comparisons to Clint Eastwood's Gran Torino are inevitable, given the thematic parallels of aging, love for cars, a sob in Ove's case, personal loss, and adjusting to new neighbors. Rolf Lassgård delivers an outstanding performance in the title role, capturing the essence of Ove's character. Berapars, portraying the young wife from Iran, adds depth to the narrative. Despite opening with minimal fanfare at a local art house theater in Cincinnati, the film garnered a surprisingly good turnout for the early evening screening. If you appreciate bittersweet Swedish cinema exploring the challenges of an older individual adapting to a changing world, A Man Called Ove is a poignant and worthwhile watch. This film invites audiences to reflect on loss, community, and the unexpected connections that shape our lives. A Man Called Ove is a cinematic experience worth exploring. This movie's IMDb rating is 7.5 out of 10. Number 7. The Creator. The Creator, directed by Gareth Edwards, unfolds in 2070, presenting the United States entangled in proxy battles across New Asia due to a past nuclear detonation in Los Angeles. Artificial intelligence, AI, is outlawed in the U.S., leading simulants, humanoid AI, to seek refuge in New Asia. Former soldier Joshua Taylor, portrayed by John David Washington, is approached by military officials who claim his presumed dead wife, Maya Jimichan, may still be alive. They enlist him to investigate a new weapon called Alpha Omega, purportedly created by the AI leader Nirmata. As Taylor embarks on the mission, he discovers that Alpha Omega is a simulant, whom he nicknames Alfie. The journey across New Asia challenges Taylor's perspective on AI and the nature of the conflict. Gareth Edwards, known for Godzilla and Rogue One, co-writes and directs this ambitious project, marking his return in 2016. Visually, the creator stands out with a unique blend of Blade Runner-esque cityscapes and earthy aesthetics, allowing the robotic characters to pop against lush natural backgrounds. The film explores the man versus machine theme with a sympathetic portrayal of machines, offering a human-centric anti-war narrative. Edwards employs a grounded, boots-on-the-ground approach evident in his previous works. John David Washington delivers a compelling performance as Joshua, and his chemistry with Madeline Univoyles, who portrays Alfie, contributes to the film's emotional depth. The movie maintains tension despite its CGI-heavy scenes and PG-13 rating. However, the third act takes a somewhat questionable turn, resembling the ending of Rogue One, which might feel discordant with the film's emotional core centered around reconciling with the other. Despite these issues, the creator stands out in an era dominated by established franchises. Edwards brings a sense of passion and inspiration to this large-scale science fiction film. While the ending may not resonate with everyone, the overall experience is strong and enjoyable, offering a refreshing departure from the routine churn of familiar IPs. The creator is a testament to the power of original storytelling in the science fiction genre. Number 8. The Covenant. Guy Ritchie's latest cinematic masterpiece, The Covenant, has undeniably secured its place as one of the standout films of 2023. This war film delivers a compelling and authentic narrative, immersing audiences in a world of grit and intensity. It seamlessly combines the expected elements of war films with unexpected twists, creating an unforgettable cinematic experience. The movie excels in every aspect, boasting nail-biting action sequences and emotionally resonant moments that tug at the heartstrings. The ensemble cast's impeccable acting, led by Jake Gyllenhaal's Oscar-worthy performance, adds another layer of brilliance to the film. Gyllenhaal, in particular, shines with a powerful monologue that showcases his exceptional acting prowess, making it a must-watch moment. Guy Ritchie, following the success of Operation Fortune, once again demonstrates his directorial prowess with The Covenant. The film is a work of art from start to finish, featuring a captivating storyline, expertly crafted tension, and masterful filmmaking that earns it a solid 10 out of 10. The standout performances by Gyllenhaal and Dar Salim contribute significantly to the film's success, bringing a level of intensity and authenticity that is unmatched. Gyllenhaal's gripping monologue adds a poignant touch to the narrative, leaving audiences stunned by his ability to fully embody his character. While war films are often associated with intense action, The Covenant takes it a step further with breathtaking action sequences. Despite being largely bloodless, these scenes are incredibly intense, suspenseful, and brutal. Ritchie's directing style shines through in visually stunning and engaging fight scenes, ranging from visceral knife fights to intense shootouts. The result is a film that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, delivering an adrenaline rush that lingers long after leaving the theater. In conclusion, The Covenant is a cinematic triumph that excels in storytelling, acting, directing, music, and action. From the opening scene to the closing credits, it keeps audiences captivated and emotionally invested. This gripping and intense experience is sure to make a lasting impression, leaving viewers completely satisfied and eager for more. Don't miss the opportunity to witness the excellence of The Covenant at the earliest. You won't be disappointed. Number 9. Source Code. Jones' Source Code, featuring Jake Gyllenhaal, Michelle Monaghan, Vera Farmiga, and Jeffrey Wright, is a science fiction thriller directed by Ben Ripley. The story revolves around U.S. military helicopter pilot Colter Stevens Gyllenhaal, who repeatedly relives the 8 minutes leading up to a terrorist train bombing in an attempt to identify the bomber. Jones, known for his debut film Moon, steps onto Earth with Source Code, exploring the time travel subgenre. Despite drawing comparisons to films like Groundhog Day, Deja Vu, and thematic nods to The Matrix and Frequency, Jones crafts a satisfying and intellectually stimulating narrative. The film seamlessly blends action, suspense, heart-tugging moments, and a well-executed romantic thread. While the movie doesn't revolutionize science fiction, it stands out as a cohesive and engaging piece. Jones successfully maintains the flow of the narrative, despite 90% of the runtime replaying an 8-minute train ride. Each iteration brings new layers to the plot, building tension and adding depth to the characters. The central question of whether Colter can defy the laws of quantum physics adds a crucial element to the storyline. The film's success is indebted to the astute casting choices. Gyllenhaal impressively shoulders the film, displaying a wide range of emotions throughout the repeated train sequences. Monahan's natural appeal adds depth to her character, making the audience emotionally invested in her safety. Farmiga, though in a smaller role, effectively portrays the icy character who undergoes a subtle transformation. However, Jeffrey Wright's performance is a bit uneven, oscillating between an evil genius and a pompous character, occasionally veering into distracting territory. The film's technical aspects, including Chris Bacon's Hitchcockian score and Don Burgess' genre-compliant cinematography, contribute to the overall immersive experience. Jones' direction keeps the pace engaging, showcasing Illinois landmarks and featuring a notable homage in a voice cameo. Source Code is a must-see for genre enthusiasts, a thrilling blend of heart, brains, and action. Offering a gripping narrative with replay value, it earns a solid 9/10 on further viewings. Number 10. Sound of Freedom. A world overshadowed by darkness, Sound of Freedom boldly illuminates one of humanity's most sinister issues, child sex trafficking. This masterfully crafted film not only delivers a riveting narrative but also serves as a powerful tool for raising awareness about the harrowing realities surrounding this pervasive problem. With its compelling story, outstanding performances, and thought-provoking themes, Sound of Freedom emerges as a beacon of hope amid the shadows. The movie delves deep into the disturbing world of child sex trafficking, centering around a former federal agent risking his life to uncover and dismantle trafficking rings. As the plot unfolds, the audience is transported into the realm of unimaginable pain felt by parents who have lost their children to this heinous crime. What distinguishes Sound of Freedom is its ability to handle such a distressing subject matter with sensitivity and compassion, avoiding sensationalism or exploitation. The filmmakers skillfully navigate the delicate balance of raising awareness without perpetuating the problem they aim to combat. The movie, therefore, acts as a poignant wake-up call, urging viewers to confront the uncomfortable reality of child sex trafficking. The performances in Sound of Freedom are nothing short of remarkable. Each actor brings authenticity and emotional depth to their characters, making it impossible not to be deeply invested in their stories. Jim Caviezel's portrayal of the federal agent stands out with outstanding complexity and determination. The supporting cast further enriches the narrative, contributing to its engrossing and impactful nature. Director Alejandro Monteverde deserves praise for his visionary storytelling, maintaining a delicate balance between darkness and hope. The film captures the essence of the victims' experiences while instilling a sense of resilience and empowerment in their struggle. Monteverde's careful direction keeps the narrative cohesive amidst the heavy subject matter, engaging the audience and leaving a lasting impact. The cinematography in Sound of Freedom is hauntingly beautiful, even in its portrayal of the harsh realities of South America. Meticulously crafted shots evoke a range of emotions, from despair to determination. The juxtaposition of visually stunning scenes with the victims' harsh lives adds depth to the film, turning the camera into a storyteller that captures raw emotions. The film's soundtrack serves as a powerful companion to the visuals, enhancing the emotional impact of each scene. From melancholic melodies to stirring anthems of resilience, The music encapsulates the mood, immersing the audience in the story and emphasizing the gravity of the issue. Sound of Freedom is more than a movie. It is a call to action. By addressing one of the darkest subjects with grace and compassion, it inspires viewers to join the fight against child sex trafficking. The film bravely confronts uncomfortable truths, encouraging society to unite, raise awareness, and work towards eradicating this heinous crime. In conclusion, Sound of Freedom stands as an exceptional film that addresses the dark and disturbing subject of child sex trafficking with sensitivity and artistry. Its compelling narrative, outstanding performances, and thought-provoking themes make it an unforgettable cinematic experience. By shedding light on this devastating issue, the film sparks conversations and inspires action, leaving audiences with a renewed determination to combat evil.